Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Miss Linda C. Jones, the YouTube variety channel that includes a myriad of topics including health. Today I'd like to share with you a health video about natural healing products. So let's go ahead and get into this. To the left of me, on the left of the lit candle, you will see a phenomenal, extraordinary product that is a powerhouse of health, all in a bottle for a very inexpensive cost. It is Bragg, which I believe is the best version, the best product of this nature, the best brand, I should say. The Bragg Organic Raw Unfiltered Apple Cider Vinegar with the mother, unpasteurized, naturally gluten-free, USDA organic, non-GMO. And to the right of the lit candle, to my right, is the CEYLON cinnamon. CEYLON, and some people call it CEYLON cinnamon. And there's a reason why I thought I would pair these two particular products for this video based on what I'd like to share with you. Of course, I do have to deliver a little bit of a disclaimer. I am not a doctor or a healthcare professional, so I am sharing with you my positive experiences. And of course, as with any health regimen, it is important to always check with your doctor. I would also encourage you to do your research. There are a myriad of phenomenal natural healing doctors on the internet, including YouTube, which I love. There's about 4 of them that I just feel are phenomenal natural healing health gurus, naturopaths, chiropractors, as well as other types of doctors. And just a shout out to my own personal chiropractor, amazing, amazing man of natural healing. And I've learned so much from you over the years. So if you're listening, I thank you with all of my heart. Anyway, let's get into this. So, apple cider vinegar. You know, we're all on, or well, maybe not all of us, but many of us are on a quest to live our best, healthiest life. And that includes getting our weight down, or if some people already have their weight where they want to have it, keeping it down, things like having a good cholesterol, and just a myriad of health issues that can occur if we are not on top of these things. So here are some, not all, because the list seems to be endless, but here's a list of some of the extraordinary uses and benefits of apple cider vinegar. It prevents flu and stomach illness. It dissolves kidney stones. It regulates the pH balance in the body. It helps to relieve nausea. It helps to relieve heartburn or chronic reflux. It helps relieve asthma. It helps relieve allergies. It helps relieve gout. It helps lower glucose levels in diabetics. It also helps weight loss by curbing appetite and breaking down fat. And just to add in there, you don't have to be a diabetic to be concerned about your insulin, to be concerned about your blood sugar levels, because even if you're not a diabetic, when your insulin levels are off, that is when you gain weight. That is when we gain weight. So just, I would also encourage you to do research on that topic in and of itself. It also helps to relieve migraines. It helps with sinus pressure and infection. It lowers blood pressure. That's powerful. It lowers blood pressure. It lowers cholesterol. It reduces inflammation and relieves arthritis. It's been said that all disease comes from inflammation. I encourage you to look up information about that. It helps with conditions, it conditions rather, and detangles hair. It gets rid of nail fungus. It works well to clear up fungal bacterial rash. It soothes bug bites. It gets rid of warts. It helps to reduce and prevent acne. And there's also a lot of information out there about apple cider vinegar being used as a natural household cleaning product that's healthier for our environment. Perhaps we'll do a video, or I'll do a video about that at another time. And then CEYLON cinnamon, which I'll talk more about that at another time. But CEYLON cinnamon also works to help balance blood sugar levels. And again, do your research. But when insulin levels are too high in the body, when insulin levels are off, this is what causes, even if you're not a diabetic, it is what causes people to hold on to weight. That's a very, very powerful thing, which is why, by the way, shout out to my keto peeps. This is why keto is so popular, because people are starting to understand that correlation. So in my own personal experience, it has greatly helped me. I don't talk a whole lot about weight loss on my channel for a myriad of reasons. Can you tell I love that word myriad? I think that's the third time I've used it. But anyway, for many, many, many reasons, I don't like talking about it, but I will say that these two products, among others, have helped me with that in a very helpful way. And it really, really, really does help to balance you out. My way of taking it, some people take apple cider vinegar right before a meal, and that works. And some people take it in the morning, some people take it at night, some people take it in the morning and night. My regimen is generally that I create a concoction of sorts with the apple cider vinegar, and I take it at night. I like to take it in the morning as well. I like to do it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and we can do another video about that later. There's benefits to that because you've been fasting all night. So you're getting all of those benefits in the morning. And I like to take it at night because that's when the fast begins. Thus, if you think about why breakfast is called breakfast, if you break the words down, it's break fast. So that means we've been fasting all night when we sleep. So more about that later. I have implemented a little bit at a time as time goes on. So again, when you're coming up with some sort of detox drink or however it is that you're using this, do your research and find out what works for you. Many of the natural healing doctors have recommended no more than 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar per day. And by all means, be sure to mix it with water. Do not drink this straight. So here's just a little bit of what I do that has been extraordinarily helpful for me. I put 1.5 tablespoons, so almost 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in a tall glass, in a drinking glass. I put about almost a teaspoon of Manuka honey, and I will be doing a video on Manuka honey soon, mixed with the apple cider vinegar. I sprinkle, I think, what would equal a teaspoonful of CEYLON cinnamon. I add a teaspoon of black seed oil. I sprinkle a teaspoonful of ginger powder as well as turmeric powder, and I stir this all up, and generally I drink it with a straw. And it really does help to boost your metabolism. It helps to go in and clear your body. It is so good for you on so many levels. And yes, it helps with cholesterol. It helps to speed up your metabolism. It helps to level out your blood sugar levels, that thus helps you to lose weight. And health benefits like not getting sick all of the time. You know, as a performer of music as well as an educator of music, I remember that before I started taking vitamin C and I started doing many of these health products, I was sick all the time. I was literally living on going to the doctor and taking other types of medication that I just kept getting sick. And shout out to those medications, not putting them down, or anyone that those medications are able to help, because there's a need for everything. There's a reason for everything. All I'm saying is that rather than having to live on that all the time, by having this healthy regimen, I also feel and have studied from my research that this does, I think, boost your immune system. So I'm not living with a cold every month. I'm not living with losing my voice, which I need because that's what I do for a living. I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, and educator of music. So anyway, shout out to apple cider vinegar, shout out to Ceylon cinnamon, shout out to everyone who's going a step further to take responsibility for their health and try some of these things. Oh, it seems like I have a text. Anyway, try some of these things that allow us to greater enhance our health. And I suppose the only other thing that I'd like to say is, whenever we go on a health journey, there's always going to be the naysayers. There's always going to be the people that, constantly put down people for their weight or constantly put down people for trying to do something healthy. Shout out to all those people that support one another and lift one another up instead of knocking one another down. Shout out to people that understand that when someone is overweight, it doesn't always mean that they're just sitting there eating all day. There are many, many reasons why people keep weight on. It's not always about calorie restriction and fewer calories. It really isn't. And I encourage you with all of my heart to do your research on that. You may just be pleasantly surprised, even if you just incorporated some of these things, and even if you just incorporated a keto recipe for one meal, whether it be lunch or dinner or lunch or supper, whichever you call it, you would be absolutely amazed at how much better you will feel and some of the results. And the only other thing that I want to say about this topic is that there are many ways to be healthy, and I applaud all of you. There are many, many, many ways that are healthy ways, whether it's to lose weight or to keep weight off or just to get healthy in general. And I don't think that people should be knocking each other's way or always focused on what someone weighs, because the reality is that there are people that are very blessed with very high metabolisms. They never exercise, they never eat right, they just eat what they want and they stay slim. Now, that's another topic, and it's not necessarily mega healthy, but my point simply is, judge not, lest ye be judged. Thank you so much for being a part of the Miss Linda C. Jones channel. May God bless and keep you all. Bye.